Jim Messina, you are acutely aware of the politics surrounding immigration from your time in the White House and on the campaign trail as well. Talk to me a little bit about the risks here for the Biden White House if its immigration reform plans fail.
Yeah, Garrett has it right. This is the issue that has bedeviled the last several administrations. It is now the most partisan political issue with swing voters. There's not consensus in either party exactly how to go forward. And then you just have the operational challenges that Jacob was talking about. From an operational standpoint, they're not going to be able to fix what President Trump spent 4 years breaking in just the first 6 weeks. And they have really tough decisions they have to make just operationally, which will affect the politics, as Kelly points out. And so when you look at how to move forward here, Nancy Pelosi is always the smartest political operative in town. And I think her decision to kind of pull this bill apart and pass pieces of it is really smart. It provides some political bipartisanship. You can see real bipartisanship in the ag and tech worker side of this, in some of the other pieces of this that we can move forward on while we start to look at some of these things. Talking to DHS officials who have now been in there only about a month, they are just stunned by how broken all of this is operationally. And we haven't even started talking about the politics. So what we need to do is just find some bipartisanship, find some consensus on some of these easier issues while we figure out a path forward on issues that have stopped several administrations from passing comprehensive immigration reform.
But, Jim, let me come to you for a moment, because important to note that neither of these bills got a single Republican vote in the House. That would suggest they face quite the uphill battle in the Senate. With specific regards to the voting rights bill, Jim Messina, if they don't get 60 votes, it doesn't pass. Is this the time for Democrats to seriously talk about getting rid of the filibuster if they really want to pass sweeping, transformative legislation?
Well, this is the issue that's always been the most likely to cause the filibuster to be kind of taken apart here. Because if you look what happened, we just had the highest voter turnout in 100 years. And the response to that from Republicans in state capitals across the country has been to pass bills to restrict all the things that just made more people participate. Early voting, vote by mail, some of these access issues. And you look at state legislatures across the country, Craig, and they're literally just ripping these things apart. And so Pelosi's doing exactly what she should do, which is say, okay, you guys want to play this game, we're going to pass a national bill. And, Democrats are going to be completely united on this. And so the question is going to be, do you get rid of the filibuster to pass, this bill? Or is this the bill you say to the Republicans, if you don't move, we are going to do this? I think it's a very tough fight in the Senate to remove the filibuster. Senator Manchin has said under no circumstances would he vote for that. He reaffirmed that yesterday. But this is going to be a big war inside the Democratic Party. And I've always thought that voting rights is going to be the most likely piece of legislation that is going to force this discussion and put this right on Chuck Schumer's lap.
Kristen Sinema as well, I believe, has vocalized her opposition.